Despite his eccentricity, it is worth recognizing that Nikola Tesla made many ingenious discoveries. But think about it, could you trust a man who has experienced hallucinations since childhood? And these are not rumors. There are reliable sources that claim that from the age of 5, Tesla, being in a state of emotional excitement, saw flashes of light that were invisible to others. Objects were distorted, and quiet sounds were perceived by him as thunderclaps. I often experienced unusual visions that were accompanied by bright flashes of light. They prevented me from seeing reality, interfered with my thinking and work. I have sought help, but so far no psychologist or physiologist has provided me with a satisfactory explanation for these phenomena. I think they are unique to me. Perhaps I was born with it, as my brother faced similar problems. The path followed by the great inventor Nikola Tesla turned out to be quite risky. Being fond of reading and experiencing hallucinations saturated with light, he dreamed of becoming a supernatural being. This inner impulse and a number of other circumstances led to the formation of Tesla's Messiah complex. He considered it his duty to save the world from his own inventions. I wonder if this is a good thing or a bad thing. After all, we could have been utilizing the inexhaustible resources of atmospheric energy for over 100 years. From the age of 20, Tesla was convinced that the Great Pyramids of Giza were not what historians take them for. Here are some of his observations. There is no mention of pyramids in Egyptian papyri. There is no data on their construction. The first mention of the Great Pyramids belongs to Herodotus, an ancient Greek historian. The pyramids did not serve as a burial ground, as is commonly believed. Imagine, there is a sarcophagus in the royal chamber, but there are no inscriptions or even a lid. There is no trace that anyone was ever buried there. Modern scholars speculate that this may have been created as a diversion for looters. Is it too complicated for a simple ruse? It is believed that the pyramids of Giza were not created by the Egyptians. They may have always been there, and the Egyptians simply settled nearby, accepting these structures as something given. The Egyptians then adapted the structures they found to their needs, began to leave their inscriptions on them, and created similar structures. Tesla considered pyramids to be powerful generators that extract and store atmospheric electricity. This concept served as the basis for the creation and patenting of devices capable of transmitting energy over a distance without the use of wires. Being absorbed in reflection, suddenly, inspired by the poet's words, came to a decision. Everything came before my eyes like a flash, and I quickly drew in the sand the scheme which I later detailed in my patents in May 1888. Tesla was convinced that the pyramids receive energy through electromagnetic processes, and their structure resembles an abstract crystal lattice. On tops of pyramids, the empty space where, probably, earlier there was some mechanism was found. Researching and analyzing the information about the pyramids, Tesla came to the conclusion that on their top could be located a metal sphere. Based on this data, and having identified special energy points on Earth, Tesla created his famous towers. According to many, they could not only accumulate, but also instantly transmit significant amounts of energy to any part of the world. Scientists chose a remote part of Siberia for the experimental transmission of energy that was reflected from the Earth's ionosphere. A powerful explosion occurred. Initially, scientists assumed that the cause was a meteorite. This incident later became known as the Tunguska meteorite. The structure, designed to capture energy from the ionosphere, had a triangular shape and was later named Tesla's electromagnetic pyramid. Another quote from the great inventor reads, "At a certain point, it became popular to claim that Tesla is wrong. It is much easier to accuse me of being wrong than it is to admit your inability to understand my ideas. Hopefully, in time, I will be realized after all." If you liked the video, then don't forget to put a like and subscribe to the channel. There will be a lot of interesting, shocking, and exciting things ahead.